いつも君と待ち続けた季節は何も言わず通り過ぎた。雨はこの街に降り注ぐ少しのリグレットと罪を包み込んで泣かないことを誓ったまま時は過ぎ、痛む心に気がつかずに僕は一人になった。記憶の中でずっと二人は生きてゆける。君の声が今も胸に響くよ。それは愛がさまよう限り。君は少し泣いた。あ
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude, until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate. Ever.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renas Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up. Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renin rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renins, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day...
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
I wonder what Helganquil's civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean... Wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hootle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle!
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell? You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zoogles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegus.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zoogles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zoogles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zoogles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zoogles aren't so different after all.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
Hold on to
I
your
knew
heart.
there was something
Here
off
I
here!
come.
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Far enough!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
Here, let me help.
I could do without this pain.
First aid!
You need a quiet
Hurricane
head.
foot! Radiant here!
Vacuum blade!
Annihilation! Hurricane foot! Beast
Dragon
assault!
form! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'm going to need to use
Not today!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Blade!
How about this? Hear me! Flaming
Blast
Blast!
your now! Pierce evil, Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All thanks to you.
Dreams!
Rising Wyvern!
Raging Cascade! Sweet now!
Rising Falcon!
Hear my call!
Rising Wyvern!
Sweet now!
Lunar Runga! Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
It exploded?
Don't astral energy!
Say no more!
Here, let me
Rising
help.
Wyvern! Lunar Rondo!
In here!
Lion
Rising Falcon!
By the power
Rising Wyvern!
here art!
There!
Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Alphen.
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danon slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegus, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. Oh, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Danon, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Lunar Blast!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Here I go!
Freeze laser!
Copy that!
Glacial Spear!
Vacuum Blade! Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Lunar Rondo!
Here!
You're on!
This one's mine!
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trim it up.
Rising Wyvern!
This one's mine!
Get behind me!
Rising Wyvern!
By the power of God! Vanish without a
Vacuum blade!
In here!
I think you can get through
I
this.
never
Don't let up until it's over.
Ha! Who said anything about letting off?
Rising up!
By the power of clouds!
You require
Vanish without a trace! On guard!
Rising
Here's the
Wyvern!
explosion!
Rising
Illuminate the
Falcon!
far enough! Come forward! Holy River!
Going in!
Holy Land!
Rising Wyvern!
Here's now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you!
Lunar Rondo! Rising Falcon! Lunar Rondo!
Do it! Pretty well! Frozen!
Hammer!
I think I'm getting stronger. I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Danans?
I'd say it's likely, which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Danans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Danans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
Is this the dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Hey, I can shatter any steel!
Here goes!
You're tired! Quit pushing yourself and get behind us!
I'll be right as rain in no time.
Rising Wyvern!
Confiscated!
Reinforcements incoming!
Not a problem!
Rising Wyvern! Force blast!
Get behind me!
Magic
I'll
is there!
smash you!
Now!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Reinforcements?
Take this!
Rising Falcon!
Illuminate the
Going in.
Rising Wyvern!
Holy Land! A chain between heaven and earth! This one's mine! Now!
Dragon!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Reinforcements?
Not by a long shot.
Rising Wyvern! No further!
Holy Land! You get the gist.
Rising Falcon!
Look sharp.
Burn!
Do it! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
More Sukos?
Keep calm and take them down.
Rising Wyvern! Force blast!
This one's mine! Now you've gone and ticked me off! Far enough!
Force blast!
Do it! Hold on to your frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done. Not much longer to go.
Come on, one final push!
Let's do this together,
Rising
Alvin.
Wyvern! Lunar Rondo! Force blast! Rising Wyvern!
This one's mine.
Lunar Rondo! Rising Falcon! Rising Wyvern! Force blast!
Rising Wiper! Point Flash! Rising Wiper!
Holy Glimmer!
Searing Gale!
Now! Sohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
More?
Hurricane Death! Going in!
Rising Wiper!
Blizzard Bloom!
Rising Phoenix!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to
Your
accomplish.
skills are formidable. They belie your youth.
Really? It's my art you should be thanking, not me.
Give yourself more credit.
Dragon War! There!
Freeze Lancer!
Far enough!
Vacuum Blade!
Sohalim!
All yours, Kisara!
More?
Primed and ready!
Rising Wiper! Lunar Rango! Point Flash!
Blizzard
Strike! Rising Vacuum Blade!
Having your dreams!
There! Rising Wiper!
Illuminate the dust! Come forth! Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
Vacuum
Where are
Blade!
you going? Came between heaven and earth!
Rising Wiper!
Require a hand.
Radiant Pierce! Do it! Astral Energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done! Going in!
All in order! Point Flash! Strike! Rising Falcon!
That'll bring you down!
There!
Magic advance!
I'll smash you!
Vacuum Blade!
Mega Ray!
Burn! Rising Wiper! Rising Wiper! Point Flash! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here I go!
Strike! Point Flash!
It's in the sky, it's mine! On guard!
Prepare to be sealed! Point Flash!
Holy Land! This one's mine! Now! Shield! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
By the power
More?
of flame!
Rising Wiper!
Come true!
Strike!
Now we got the soul! Help this!
Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
There!
Water! Hear my
Double
call!
Demon Fang! The
Blood!
flame
Glacial
inside
winds
the
of
earth
heaven!
to be
Pierce
lit free!
evil!
Rising Wiper!
Freeze Lancer!
Glacial power!
Inferno Blade! Now!
More! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Illuminate the dark!
Point Flash!
Do it!
Sohalim!
All yours, Kisara!
Hear me! Flame of
Look
fury!
sharp!
All disaster
Dragon
fade.
War!
Look sharp!
Vacuum Blade!
In a bind?
Tiger Blade!
Rising Wiper!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Far enough!
Vacuum Blade!
Sohalim!
All yours, Kisara!
Dance in the wind!
This
Air
one's all mine!
Good to know my training is paying off.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zeugles somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
If that's true, and if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit at the bottom.
We could get there even faster if we simply jump.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Between heaven and earth!
Right here! I got this! Rising Falcon! Point Flash! That crossing is driving me mad! Rising Wiper! Rising! You got fired!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Blizzard blow! Raging
Dragon Swarm!
Now you see what I can do!
Mega Ray!
Double Demon
Show
Fang!
you what my heart can do!
Rising Wiper!
Take this!
Point Flash!
Do it! Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
Rising
All
Wiper!
thanks to you.
Lunar Rango!
Raging
Falcon!
Heal!
Double Demon Fang! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Came between heaven and earth!
Rising Wiper!
Point
Flash!
Water! Hear my call!
Point Flash!
Now! Here's Frozen!
Hammer!
Laser Spear! Pierce Evil!
Rising Wyvern! Point Flash!
This one's mine! Freeze Lancer!
Rising Wyvern! Take
Air Thrust!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Hi, Hoodle!
I'll take you all on!
Look sharp! Pierce Evil! Look sharp! Freeze Laser!
Double Demon Fang!
Malevolent! Octane!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Rising Wyvern! Eat dirt!
Flaming Meteor!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the bubbling to me!
Ah! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Luna Rondo! We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there wasn't sleeping.
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a astral energy!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting up?
Point Flash!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I've been doing really great lately. We're in for a long slog with this one.
Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern!
Two heads? That's not even
No
fair!
further!
Freeze Lancer!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malita!
Vacuum Blade!
In a vine! Look sharp! Freeze Lancer! Down to the wall! Air Thrust!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
I miss all the fun. No way.
Prepare to be seized, those
Show
little
you what my
folks.
art can
Actually,
do.
perhaps sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
That one's mine! Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Rising Wyvern!
Pain between heart and
Rising
earth!
Wyvern!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
This one's armor won't save you.
Kitana! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Nice technique. I don't have much left. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malita!
Sighted! Go!
Dragon form!
I'm hurt bad.
Here I come! Vacuum Blade!
I got it! Raging Sword!
Double Demon Fang!
You could use a hand. Thank you for all your help.
Please.
In a vine? I'm glad to know someone got my back.
Rising Wyvern!
Ready and confiscated!
Amazing.
Lightning
Rising
Raging
Wyvern!
Cascade! Here's the healing
See
art!
what I can take this!
Vacuum Blade!
Raging
Dragon
Cascade!
form!
Lunar
Double Demon Fang!
That'll bring you down! Air Thrust! Breaking between heaven and earth! Use all the power of my
No
willing
further!
to
Be still! This is a resurrection! This one here! Void Blast! Hurricane Blast! Rising Falcon! Rising Viper! Rising Falcon! Burn!
Can you take this?
Rising Falcon!
Standing form!
Armor won't save you! Prepare to be sealed!
You do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting. Found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Here goes! Rising Form! Dragon Form! Vacuum Blade!
Hold on to your arm.
Try harder!
Here I
Not a
come.
chance!
Now you've gone and
Single
ticked me
pass on
off!
the
Dragon
handshake.
Form! There! No further!
This one's mine.
Dragon Form! Rising Viper! Rising Crystal!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Molotov!
Dragon Form! Rising Viper! Rising Falcon!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks,
No
Kisara.
Rising Viper!
Here's a healer. I
Rising
can hold on
Viper!
much longer.
Strike! Void Blast! Try harder! Not a chance!
Time to shine.
Dragon Form! Try harder! Not a chance!
How about this?
You're mine!
It's
time!
My head's spinning just watching you!
Void Blast! Strike! Void Blast! Rising Viper!
Flaming meteor!
Lunar Rondo! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arc.
Take this!
First aid.
Rising Viper! Try harder!
Piercing roar!
Rising Viper!
Flaming meteor!
A whirling winds of heaven.
Dragon Form! Rising Viper! Void Blast!
Hurricane I never miss. Now.
Johali!
All yours, Kisara.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in. These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone, while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll have to inquire with Hevrecht 35 about it sometime.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Rising Viper! Void Blast!
Take this! Illuminate them! Stay on the ground. I can't hold on much longer.
Dragon Form! There!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Come one, come all!
First aid! Security!
Vacuum Blade! There! Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up. Blob from pain.
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Rising
Freeze
Focus!
Lancer!
Void Blast! Strike!
Can't get out of this!
Void Blast! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Raging Cascade!
Here's
evil!
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze Stars of Light!
Rising
Rain down
Wyvern!
and purify all!
Void Blast!
Far enough!
Strike! Void
Leave
Blast!
now!
Ringwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
Rising
All
Wyvern!
thanks to you.
Make it
You
rain!
managed to turn the tide!
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay
Rising
alert!
Wyvern!
Lunar
Rising
Crimson!
Falcon! Strike!
Make it rain! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Rising Wyvern!
Take this! Look sharp!
Rising Falcon! Burn!
Discharge! Can't get out of this!
Hold on.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Don't get careless!
Rising Wyvern!
Don't kill me!
I don't have much left.
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Dragon Swarm! I'll take you all off!
I can't carve through one! Denied! Make it rain! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Rising
Dragon Swarm! This one's mine! Don't believe! All yours, Kisara!
I've been doing really great lately.
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
Looks like some solid equipment.
Now or never!
Carve without a draw!
Hurricane Strike!
Rising Wyvern!
Can't get out of this!
Blizzard Bloom! Be careful!
Blast!
It has some kind of camouflage!
Rising Wyvern!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Rising Wyvern! Void Blast!
This one!
Rising Wyvern!
Ready and ready!
Thunder Field!
Try harder! Now!
I'm hurt bad!
Rising Wyvern!
Let's get you off that
Switch to
way!
Vacuum Blade!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
There!
It's time! Here's the door! No further! Their arts were interrupted!
Rising Wyvern!
Not feeling so hot.
Take it easy! You'll hurt yourself!
Sorry. Didn't mean to make you worry.
This one's mine!
Vacuum Blade!
I got you!
Rising Wyvern!
Finish without a trace!
Void Blast!
It looks like you got this one covered!
Dragon
Mind
Swarm!
if I do? Blah, blah, blah,
Can't get out of this! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Void Blast! Rising Falcon!
I'll smash you!
I I'm going to need
Go
to use
ahead.
all the
Deny.
power of my healing arts to accomplish
How
this.
about this?
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that.
Vacuum blade! Dragon
Oh,
form!
too shy to come
Come
over.
on.
In a bind?
Let's dance with the wind!
Rising
Standing
Wyvern!
form!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Vacuum blade!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
We won.
Forgive you!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
Here's the evil!
Void blast!
Freeze Lancer! These things really get on my nerves!
Falcon! The flame inside me yearns to be blind free!
Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than
Not
done!
today! Rising Wyvern!
It's time.
Damn it!
Leave me ensnaring to me. Yeah! And the pummeling to me! Can't get out of this!
Now
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Here, let me help.
Rising Wyvern!
Tempest!
Rising Falcon! Strike! Void blast!
I never miss!
Far enough!
Rising Falcon!
In here!
Dragon form! Rising Wyvern!
Glacial fire!
Eat this! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Void blast!
Flaming meteor!
Strike!
Here's the evil!
Down! You're off!
In a bind?
This one's mine!
Do it! Magic Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Rising Wyvern!
Prepare to be sealed!
Illuminate the sun!
Take
Now!
All yours, Kisara!
Oh, violent darting wind!
Gravitas!
Shield and
Void blast!
blade! Dance in the wind!
Rising
Confiscated!
Flaming
Rising
meteor!
Wyvern!
A whirling
Right!
chill! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With this, I can become even stronger!
That's far enough!
Rising Wyvern! Strike! This one's all mine!
Glacial spear!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Blah, blah, blah!
Eat
Magic
this!
Freeze Lancer! Burning!
Dragon form! Vacuum blade!
I can carve through armor!
Lancer! You get to
Tiger far enough!
Take this!
Void blast! Rising
I'm
Falcon!
ready to go!
Strike! Rising Pistol!
This one's mine!
There!
A wailing
Rising Wyvern!
Here,
Burn in hell!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
let's keep up the
No
pressure!
further! There!
Stop your
Let me
tail!
see what I can do!
Annihilation!
Rising Wyvern! Void blast!
Hurricane
There!
Look sharp!
this way!
Blizzard bloom!
Rising Wyvern!
Flaming meteor!
Mind if I do? By the
Void blast!
Holy land!
This I can do without this pain!
Here,
Rising Wyvern!
Okay, here anything in armor is all mine!
Void blast! Vacuum
I don't
blade!
feel like my...
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Hurricane
If it's in the sky,
Rising Wyvern!
here's a healing art!
Hurricane strike!
Rising Wyvern!
Mine!
Annihilation!
Burn!
How do you like being pounded into
Raging
shape?
cascade!
Dragon
Flame
This should make for some good weapon crafting material. This could be useful.
Thus our strength yet grows.
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Look shot! Try
By the
harder!
power of flame! Vanish
Now!
out of
Take
flame!
this! Rising water!
There you go! Don't let up!
Rising water!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare demolitor! Piercing roar!
Now we're not
In a bind!
Rising water!
I don't have much left!
Rising falcon! Lunar
Hold on to your
rocket!
arms. Here I come! I'm ready!
Piercing roar!
It looks like you got
Not
this
today.
one covered!
Void flash! Rising
This
falcon!
one's mine!
Vacuum
Magic
blade!
is down! Here I go! Go get the dead! Air thrust! Go in! Let me help!
Vacuum blade!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Gun! I'll leave it to you! Force Flash! Strike! Force Flash!
Let's
You
keep up
pay
the
for that!
pressure!
Now coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Watch and
This one's all mine! Rising Wyvern! Point
Meteor!
Strike!
Shield and
Point
make it
Flash!
rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Coming down! Rising Wyvern! Strike!
Armor won't save you!
Strike! Force Flash!
healing art!
Take this!
I can't hold on much longer! Alright, here you go! Don't let up!
Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you! Now one's mine! It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle!
I think I'm getting stronger. Hi, Hoodle!
Rising Wyvern!
Like moths to the flame! Going in!
Rising Wyvern!
Airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Rising Wyvern! Burn!
I don't have much left!
Force Flash!
I'll blast you!
Now,
Rinwell!
Frozen,
Hammer!
nicely done.
All thanks to you!
Easy ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And bubbling to me!
No further.
Rising Wyvern!
Going in! I'm gone!
Luna Rondo!
Far enough!
You picked the wrong fight! Strike! Rising Falcon!
Do it! What's the secret to being as strong as you?
You're pretty fierce on your own.
Well, maybe. But I've still got a ways to go. You're spicier than you look.
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Frozen,
Hammer!
raging cat.
Rising Wyvern!
In here. By the power of water. Get on it. There with.
Fighting in this state isn't advisable.
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Rising Wyvern!
It can hide itself from me?
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Molitor!
Rising Wyvern! Strike! Force Flash!
Not in your dreams.
Rising Falcon! Dragon Roar! Rising Wyvern!
This one's mine!
That'll bring you down.
Rising Falcon!
Pain between
Far
heaven and
enough.
earth.
There!
A wailing dancing
Double
lightning.
Phoenix Fang!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my
Megasonic Thrust!
You require a hand.
Rising Wyvern! Ignite! Rising Wyvern!
Feel
Strike!
it.
In a bind?
Back Vacuum blade!
Blizzard blow! Let me show you what my art
Carve
can do!
through armor!
Rise and chaos force!
Strike!
Banana, let's
Point
go!
blast!
Hurricane strike!
Rising Falcon!
Radiant in here! Here, blade of fury!
I'll stop this charge!
Thanks, Kisara! Blah, 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 burning strike!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
Glacial
Rising Wyvern! Point blast!
There you go! Don't let up! Glacial
Catch
spear!
it out of
Here's
this!
evil!
Dragon Swarm! Rising
Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
Hurricane Blast!
To me!
Burn in hell!
Crumble!
Lunar Rondo!
My head's spinning just watching you!
Double Demon Fang!
Inferno crumble!
What the hell is going on?
Fall back, Alvin. We'll take point here.
I never
Thanks.
miss!
Sorry to impose on you like this.
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this. Here, let me help!
I have no limits!
Their arts were interrupted.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Well, looky here!
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish?
Here's the healing art!
Lunar Rondo!
Tiger blade!
Strike!
Here's the evil! Blah, 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 magic!
Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine! Meteor storm!
So tired. All that running around was catching up with you.
No,
Point blast!
I don't think that's it.
Here goes!
Point blast! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help!
The earth throbs with pain.
Vacuum blade!
Here goes the fray! Round and round!
Two back!
Stand back. I'll clean it up.
Point blast! Rising Falcon! No further! Dragon Swarm! Burn! Vacuum blade! Dragon
My
Swarm!
head's spinning just watching you.
Double Demon Fang!
Far enough!
I'm ready! Raging storm! Celestial!
In a bind? Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
Celestial!
Strike!
I never miss!
Rising
Here's a healing art!
Piercing the flame inside me cures to be left free!
Now here's the
What I
evil!
can do!
Rising Wyvern!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
Here, hurricane strike!
Take this!
Dragon
Megasonic Thrust!
Freeze Lancer!
Double Demon Fang! Burn!
I'm going to
Rising
need to
Wyvern!
use all the power of my
Rising
healing
Falcon!
arts
In a
to
bind?
accomplish this.
Vacuum blade!
Stand
Any more of
to
this and I'll burn out!
to the fray!
Rising Wyvern! Rising
Oh,
Falcon!
magic is in!
Strike!
Look star enough!
Arts require here's the healing art!
Rising Wyvern!
Radiant on my watch!
Point blast! Lunar Rondo!
Here's the evil!
Ignite!
Illuminate the
Damn!
dark! Come forth, holy quiver!
Smash you!
Make it rain! Kisara, frozen!
Hammer! Now that's what I call ice.
Together, I knew we could do it! Looks like some solid equipment.
through!
Going in.
Vacuum!
Now or never.
Dragon Sword! There!
Primed and ready.
Rising Wyvern!
Glacial fire. Burning.
Strike!
Tiger blade.
Force Blast! Rising Falcon!
Star. Freeze lancer.
Double Demon Fang!
This one's mine.
You require
No further! Rising Wyvern!
Power of water.
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alphen. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Look sharp.
A willing fury. A
Here's a healing art.
Rising Wyvern!
Boost assault.
Poison!
Blade Orna.
Dragon Swarm!
I can carve through armor!
Finish without a trace.
Rising Wyvern!
Heaven and earth.
Show you what my life can do.
I'm going to need to use all
Demon
the power
Pulse
of my
further.
healing arts to accomplish this.
Time to shine.
Rise!
I can't hold on much longer. Raging
Force
cascade.
Blast!
Lunar corruption. Air
Searing
strike.
Gale!
Change.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Eat dirt. Hear me.
Rising Wyvern!
Burning strike. Glacial fire.
Radio!
Freeze lancer.
Ha! Ignite! Rising Wyvern!
Collecting. Holy Quiver. This one's mine.
Tempest whirl. Confiscated.
Lunar corruption. Lion power. By the power of
Dragon Blade!
Raging cascade.
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
Can't get out of this!
Do it.
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
It was a close thing.
Go no further.
Try harder! Not a chance! Target cross blade! Rising Wyvern! Vacuum blade! Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Blade! Burn in hell! Rising Falcon! No further!
My head's spinning. Just watch.
Dragon Swarm!
Armor won't save you!
Rising Wyvern! Point blast! Vacuum blade! Dragon Swarm!
Eat dirt.
Vacuum blade! Double Demon Fang!
Raging cascade.
Flame inside me! Yours to be let free! Force blast!
I can't hold on much longer.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Going in.
It's go
All
time!
disasters made one.
Dragon Swarm!
By the power of
Dragon Swarm! There! Double Demon Fang!
Outstanding form.
Ha! Eat dirt! Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Dragon Fang!
Where are you going? There you go.
Don't let up. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble.
Any injuries?
Ready to go. Get behind me.
Try harder! My turn!
Sleep now. This one's mine.
Can't get out of this!
By the
If they just sit still!
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. A whirling dance to the healing art. A whirling
Try harder! Not a chance!
winds of heaven.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing art.
Force blast!
Made one. Come forth, the healing of purity.
Vacuum blade!
I can do this all day. This one's mine. Art expert coming through.
Double Demon Fang!
Illuminate the sun.
This one's
Rising
mine.
Wyvern!
Holy land. Not on my watch.
Vacuum
No more
blade!
playing nice.
Piercing
Rising Wyvern! Dragon Swarm!
All the
Eat
power
dirt!
of my healing art to accomplish
Dragon
this.
Swarm!
Do it!
How about
This
this?
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Rising Falcon!
A wailing
Dragon Swarm!
now!
Law! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Demon Fang!
With precision like that, I'm glad you're not on the other side.
Likewise for you and that shield.
Best to stay in one another's good graces.
Rising Wyvern!
I never miss!
Rising Wyvern!
All yours, Kisara!
Dragon Swarm! Pistol! Vacuum blade! Eat
Tiger
dirt!
Blade!
Dragon Swarm! There!
Tiger Blade!
Vacuum blade!
Inferno!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Rising Wyvern!
Art expert coming through!
Smash you!
Lightning! Downfall!
Rising Dawn!
Don't mind if I do!
There!
Lightning condemned! Illuminate the
No further! Rising Wyvern!
Holy land!
I have no limits!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my
Swarm!
healing art to accomplish this. Resurrection plan! Complete focus!
Going in! Here!
Illuminate the
Rising
sun!
Wyvern!
Come forth!
Void Slash! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Geo!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! I've been doing really great lately.
My word, this must be the work of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
Hi, Noodle!
Pieces!
Here's the evil! Illuminate the altar!
Blaze of fire!
This one's mine! A wailing!
Dragon!
Now we're not...
Burning
Dragon Swarm! Rising!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Molotov!
Vacuum blade! You picked the wrong fight!
Take this!
Rising
Do it!
Wyvern!
Rinwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All thanks to you.
Going in! Art expert
Gracious
coming through!
spirit.
Here's the evil! Let's get you all
Vacuum blade!
Here, let me
Dragon
This one's
Swarm!
mine.
There!
Wonderful!
There!
Illuminate the sun! Holy land!
Dragon Swarm! Megatonic thrust!
Not in your dreams!
I owe you one!
Everyone, get back! It's too dangerous!
This!
Far enough!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon!
This one's mine!
There!
I can't hold on much longer! I owe you. Let me help. First aid!
I'm ready to go!
Watch and move!
Try harder! My turn!
Time to shine!
Rising Falcon!
I can do this! I just have to get it together! We're right here! We can help!
Shion's right. You have us to lean on.
You're right. Thanks.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flares of Malicer!
Healing
Guardian Field! Thank you for all your help.
Please, don't mention it.
I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
Inferno crossing!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Hurricane strike!
No! Can't end here!
Don't give up! Alright, let me at him! Can't be happening! Now you've gone and ticked me off!
No further!
Blast!
Ready to go.
I'm profound!
A chain between heaven and earth.
The power of light!
A willing champion field. Get on in there with
Back to the blade!
water. Hear my
Astral
voice.
Punch?
That's my cue.
What I can do!
Shut him down!
Far enough! Let's make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Good to know my training is paying off.
What do you think this place was for?
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No. They appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedures somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Danan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
What is with all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary zoo. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourself. All bets are off when it comes to this thing. Strike!
Hold on
Force
to your
blast!
lightning meteor!
In a bind?
Strike! Force
Not
blast!
on my watch!
Not today!
On guard! Concentrate!
Strike!
Beast of soul! Primed and
Rising Wyvern!
burning! Charge,
Rising Wyvern!
That'll bring you down!
Its head is weak point?
We need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
Rising Wyvern!
Strike! Now poison!
Vacuum blade!
Dear Slaughter.
Lunar corruption!
In a bind?
Strike!
By the power of
Strike!
Hero!
Take this!
This one's mine.
The flame inside is yours to be let free! Burn in hell!
Illuminate the dark! Magic advance! Holy lance! Radiant spear!
Far enough!
It looks like you got this one covered!
Shield and mace! Armor won't save
Arcane
you!
waterfall!
You require
Further weak now!
In a bind?
Here it goes!
double demon
Not
fang!
on my watch!
Inferno blessing!
Rising Wyvern!
Blah, blah, blah,
Force
there
blast!
you go.
Hit time!
Tidal wave!
Burn!
Burning strike! Raging cascade!
Force blast!
Strike! Between heaven and earth!
Rising Falcon!
A whirling
Vacuum
energy
blade!
of lightning!
Take
Sealed!
Can't get out of this!
One's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane Swirl! Alright! It's showtime! And again! Look
Force blast!
Razor Cyclone!
That'll bring you down!
Force blast!
Flaming meteor!
Radiant Pierce!
Force blast!
Wind Whirl!
Look up!
Strike!
Tunnel!
Force blast!
Far enough!
Strike!
Lunar Corruption! Here goes!
Lunar Rumble!
Hurricane Fire starting wind!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Here, let me help.
There!
Hurricane Flame!
Dragon Swarm! Burn in hell! Rising Wyvern! Force blast! Rising Falcon! No further! Dragon Swarm!
Radiant Pierce!
Rising Wyvern!
Shining
Force blast!
Speed!
Strike! Force
Lightning
blast!
condemned!
See what I can do!
Thunderbolt! Between heaven and earth! A A wailing Gandia lightning!
Now you're getting serious?
Strike! It's time! Can't get out of this!
This one's mine! Raging cascade!
Lunar Rondo! You picked the wrong fight! Lunar Rondo!
I'll be safe. Ready to go! Lunar blast!
Vacuum blade!
Far enough! Mega ray!
Rising Wyvern!
A banana! Take this! Lightning orb! Blah, blah, blah!
Force shield! It's time! Lunar Rondo! Can't get out of this!
Outstanding form! You get here! Holy Lance! You get here!
Lunar Rondo!
Savior! On guard!
It's gonna attack!
Right! Watch out!
Something wrong!
Anything in armor is all mine!
I can carve through!
Razor Cyclone! Celestial Ladder!
Force
Iron
blast!
Flame! Reload!
Ignite!
Arcane Waterfall!
Swampy! You pay for that! Strike!
Lightning
Force
Orb!
blast! There!
Resuscitation! That's not in your dreams!
Vacuum blade! Rising Wyvern!
Illuminate the dark!
Look out!
Where are you going?
Force blast!
Came between heaven and earth.
Strike!
Show you what my heart can do. Rise and shine!
We got him on the run.
Don't get cocky.
Right.
They're not playing
Still
around.
anyone's fight.
Hear my call.
Force blast!
Here.
Strike! Force blast!
Now we're not. Blah, blah, blah. Hurricane
Take this!
Here's the evil.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Get there with the others. Blah, blah, blah. Raging storm.
Strike! Hurricane Hell! Stay away from my friend! Lunar Rondo!
Bring you back from death to this. A chain between heaven and earth. I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts.
No further!
It's about to strike!
Observe everyone!
A whirling struggle.
Rising Wyvern!
Winds of hell.
Force blast!
I can handle it.
Lunar Rondo!
Far enough. Magic is there.
Strike!
Leap out.
Burn!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Can't get out of this!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Force blast!
Resuscitation.
Armor won't
Show
save
what
you!
my art can do. I've still got some
Strike!
challenge in me.
Force blast! Lunar Rondo!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Lightning condemned. Resuscitation.
Ah!
Now for something special.
Force blast!
Blah, blah, blah.
Strike! Force blast!
Came between heaven and earth.
Force blast!
Shion! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
What do you mean?
You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting. But I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then. That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Did we... we really just spend that much money?
This came out so good, I almost hate having to eat it.
finally made it.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Yes.
Excuse me!
Hey!
Really now?
What?
I see. Agreed.
Very nice.
Dohalim? The line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting.
It's noisy in here, isn't it?
Things should calm down a little once we're through with this place.
Optimistic as always. I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Knew such amazing technology existed.
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can think about?
Bear in mind, the core of Rena now sits above us. I pray that we won't encounter many stairs along the way.
No backing down! Take this! Strike!
Being interrupted.
This is gonna need all of us together!
Incredible.
Rising Star!
Hit a word!
No further!
Resurrection!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Strike! Smash you! Strike! Forward flash! I'm on it! The Tempest engulfs you! Penumbra! Strike! Forward flash! One Easter! Down on the ground!
Hurricane!
There! Penumbra! Soaring blast! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Divine! There!
Into the
Dragon
center!
form! Now you see what I can do! Megasonic thrust! Double hurricane! Crush! Burn! Demon blast! Now you're talking! Impossible way! Begin! Forward flash! Strike! I really owe you one! Burn! Rising Wyvern! Burn! I'm just getting squashed! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Take
Rendering
you apart! I'm ready!
Never Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ask to ask.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Rena Alma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
That shows how deeply we've ventured into Rena.
And how close we've come to the real enemy.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Rena Alma's here, right?
Don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hebrecht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Rena Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter. Discourteous, aren't you?
Rising Wyvern!
Got Dragon Shell!
Rising...
Stay calm. I shall provide order.
Hey, you okay?
I can still do this!
Lightning! Confiscated!
Flying debris! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Vacuum blade! Dragon
Glacial
form!
spear! Here's the evil! Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No blade here!
Rising wyvern! Eat darkness! First strike! Void blast! Heal! Rising falcon!
Now I'm in trouble! Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Glacial spear! Zoe! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes through ashes! A merry destruction!
Swallow blade!
There's still more to go!
No further! Take this! Lunar Rondo!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Searing blade!
Vacuum blade! Negative form! Rising wyvern!
I'm ready!
Jolie!
Take! Blow them away!
Glacial spear! Pierce the evil!
Begin!
Negative form!
Ready!
Rising wyvern! Burn in hell! Void blast! Rising falcon!
Carve through armor!
Vacuum blade! There!
Take this!
Dragon form!
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes through ashes!
Water, hear my call!
I want to bleed in blade!
Hitting pile
Rising wyvern!
Begin!
Do it! Rise ball!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! Step back! This one's all law! I'm like bait! Awaken and recapture!
It's a duel of the arts! Annihilation! Lightning! Downfall! I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Where are you going? Not much longer to go!
Come on, one final push!
Let's do this together, Alvin!
Dragon distance! Burn! Inferno punch! Strike! Void blast!
Down here, I'm done for.
I'm ready!
Kizara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Rising window!
Healing art!
I'll finish you here and now!
Why is he human?
Kizara! I'll stop your movement! And I'll stop your life! Eat this!
No further!
Finish without a
Talon Dragon form!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This might be some decent... equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Here it comes! Void blast!
Amazing.
The flame inside is
I'll
yours!
finish you here.
Let
Now
free!
you see what I can do.
Void blast!
Here's a healing art!
Resonate with the earth. Now
Void
into
blast!
it. I'll hit it well.
Rising Falcon!
Here's the evil!
I'll tear you apart.
No further!
Oh, now
Flame of fury!
Your lordship, and will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's a healing arc!
Leave the target to me! What's this?
Radiant light! It's weakened!
I'm on a roll now!
This ends now!
I can carve through armor!
I'm going to use all of the healing arcs to accomplish this.
Go away! I'm sorry to be bothered. He's in a bind? Yes, ma'am. Slice!
Not on my watch!
Can you take it? Slice! Really performance. Talon Hurricane! Elusive Deed!
Burning strike!
Rising Wyvern! Lunar Rondo!
Here's the east. I'm ready!
Void Slash!
Benediction life.
Strike!
This one's mine!
Void Slash!
Rocket Shell!
Rising Falcon!
Talon
Glacial
Hurricane!
Steel. Here's the
Glitter
eagle!
Dragon! I'm on a roll now!
Dragon Swarm! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Scream, bathe
Here's a
in
healing
blood.
arc!
I'm on a roll! That frickin' does it! Bloody hell!
Void Slash!
Fluidity of your movements is simply incredible.
Freeze Lancer!
No,
Can't get here!
I couldn't make it in time.
Hard steel!
Let's tear him up! It was
Rising Wyvern!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
An opponent like this should be easy. Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Packet! This one's all mine!
I'm on it! Begin!
Tear you apart! Void Drive! Lunar
Can't
Rondo!
get out of this! I'm on a roll now!
Rising Falcon!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
First strike! Vacuum Blade! Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Slice!
Masterful
Lunar Rondo! Vacuum Blade!
Don't find not too long ago.
Double Demon Bang!
Let's tear him up!
Radiant Light! Try harder! My turn! Rising Wyvern!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Now I'm in
Just
trouble.
as well, I'm here to stop it.
Here,
Rising Wyvern!
so much for sitting this side out. That wouldn't be a big point, Funky. Nope, that'd be silly.
Can't get out of this!
Rising Falcon!
A thrilling performance.
Double Demon Bang!
Where are you going?
I'm just getting started.
The
Now you
enemy
see what I
wields
can
arc
do.
too.
You'll soon see about that!
Ripping you apart. I'm just getting started.
Do it!
Kisara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more healing for now.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Hey, when did I hit the resonate with the
Freeze Lancer!
Void Slash!
airborne beast.
You picked the wrong fight!
Can't get out of this!
Dead!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Ready and ready. I'm ready.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Dragon Shell.
It's time!
On your knees!
Void Slash!
First strike.
Burn!
Whirlwind snap. Go.
Lunar Rondo! Rising
Do
Falcon!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. for a kick! I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
Gotta break through!
Shall break this.
Dragon Form! Rising Wyvern!
Eat this!
Rising Wyvern!
Radiant Pierce!
Eat this!
Vacuum Blade! Dragon Form! Rising Wyvern!
Take this!
Void Blast!
Radiant Pierce!
There! Vacuum Blade! Piston! Rising Wyvern!
Save you!
Lunar Corruption!
Void Blast!
What's
Not
this?
today!
Lunar Blast!
Void Blast! Lunar Rondo!
Vortex!
Rising Falcon!
Fluidity of your movement.
Here and now! Rising Wyvern!
Here's a healing arc!
In a bind?
First
Void
aid!
Blast! Talon
Lunar Corruption! Double Thumbs Up! Annihilation!
No! I won't give in!
Rising Wyvern!
Allow me to help you.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here, let me help!
Rising Wyvern!
Void
Void Blast!
Now you see what I can do! In the groove! Begin!
Dragon Shell!
Off my throat! Denied!
Severing War! Rising Wyvern! Slice! Void Blast!
No further!
Lunar Rondo! Rising
I'm
Falcon!
on a roll now!
You picked the wrong fight! Rising Wyvern!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
That was way stronger than regular firepower.
You won't hear me complaining.
No
Here's a
choice!
healing arc!
Any more of this and I'll burn out!
Ready and ready! I can carve through armor! You shouldn't have moved with me!
It'll body slam us to the next week! Never miss!
There!
Go away!
Dragon Form!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Searing Flame! Reload!
First strike!
Rising Wyvern!
Watch this!
Down on the ground!
Dragon Shell!
Rising Wyvern! Come one, come all!
Rage.
Void Blast!
Leave the target
No
to
further!
me! Time for one more!
Lunar Rondo! Rising! There!
Watch it!
Eat dirt!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
Rising Wyvern!
I've let you all down. I couldn't make it in time.
Void Blast!
Far enough! Tornado drop!
It's in the sky, it's mine!
Vacuum Blade!
Burning Strike!
I'll face you!
Lunar Blast! I'm all stuffed up!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
I don't even know the word defeat.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Feel the medicine working. Freeze Laser!
Rending you apart!
By the power! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming Wildfire! Hear me, Flame of Fury!
Death on the wind!
Burning Strike! Water, hear my call!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Burning Strike!
Back to this! Air pressure! Rending you apart!
Burning Strike!
Ready to go!
You paid for that!
Resuscitation! Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Now I can let loose!
Talon Storm!
Rising Wyvern!
That's a bit!
Strike!
Just getting started!
Resuscitation!
Vacuum Blade! Dragon Form!
Rip it down! I'm just getting started!
Burn in hell!
Where are you going?
Strike! Void Blast!
Burn! Let's tear him up!
Here's a healer!
Rising Wyvern!
First
Coyote
aid!
Walk!
Super Swallow Dance!
Strike! Now one
Far enough!
Lunar corruption!
Rising Rock!
Hurricane!
Rising Wyvern!
Inferno Punch!
Void Blast!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
By the power of
Eat this!
Rising Wyvern!
Hurricane!
Lunar Rondo!
Rhythmic Tear!
Strike!
Being interrupted.
Vacuum Blade!
Shattering Attack time!
Gemini Aqua!
Penumbra! Come on, watch it!
Flurry and Disrupt!
I can do this all day!
Void Blast! Strike! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Can't get out of this! All
Too much! Try harder!
I'm ready!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one!
I'm already on! Thank you!
Rising Wyvern!
Can you take it? Inferno
Void
Punch!
Blast!
Now soaring blast!
Confiscated! Radiant Pierce!
I'm on it!
There you are!
Rising Wyvern!
I'm going to need to use all the power. That'll bring you down!
I'm ready! Jolene! Hey! Blow them away!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
My word, this must be the work of Providence.
Prova what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Rising
I'm
Wyvern!
surrounded!
Strike!
Take this!
Void Blast!
Water, hear my
Strike!
call!
Swallow Dance!
Spread! They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious!
Burn in hell! Vacuum Blade!
Denied! Eagle Ray!
Burning strike!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Void Blast!
Glacial speed!
Lycion, none!
Get out of my sight line or you'll get hit!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
First strike! Rising Wyvern!
Boost of regeneration! Regenerate!
Here goes! Resurrection!
Allow me, let me free you up.
There! Take this!
Here's
It's on! You're
I'm on!
Wind Blazer!
Strike! Void Blast! Not today!
We barely managed to turn that battle. I don't need to sound surprised. Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
Radiant Pierce!
Slice!
I need to be stronger.
courteous, aren't you?
I shall ensure you survive this. Take this! Eagle Force Flash!
Ready!
Be careful, everyone. What I can do. This one isn't normal. Force Flash! Dragon Flight! Freeze! Why can't they just sit
Hold on to your
Xion, can you take care of them?
I'm ready! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! More Suko?
Keep calm and take them down!
Force Flash!
How's this?
Do it! Right! Resonate with the earth!
Kisara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! You just
There!
You'll
soon see about that! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Reinforcements?
Begin! Vacuum blade! Swallow dance!
Reload!
Take this! No further! There!
Here!
Do it! Stop!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'll cover you!
More of them? Rising Water! Swallow dance! Void blast! Vacuum blade! Won't save you!
Burning water! Hear my call!
Eagle ray! Dragon form! There!
Eat this! Freeze lantern!
Rising Water! Awakening return!
Here's a healing!
Rising vacuum blade!
Do it!
Dragon!
This one's got your name on it!
A merry distraction.
There's still more to go!
Rising Wyvern!
I'm all stopped up!
Void blast!
This one's mine!
Burn! Rising Dragon!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Vacuum blade!
Freeze lantern!
Beat me to it. Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself. Oh, like hell? Void blast! Require a hand. Take this!
One more!
Never see what I can do to be let free.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble. More?
Radiant here!
Elucidity! Void blast!
Here's
You
evil!
picked the wrong fight.
Freeze lantern!
Rising vacuum blade!
Denied!
You. I'm ready!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one!
Already on! Rising Falcon! Awakening wreak havoc! Void flash! First strike! Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Swallow dance! Megasonic thrust!
Here's a healing arm!
Swallow dance!
First aid!
Dragon Swarm! On your knees! I'm on it! Dragon In a bind? We turn the tables more?
Gemini, I never miss!
You're taking it!
Do it!
Free! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Green baby!
Radiant Flash!
Rising holiday! On your flash! Rising Falcon! You picked the wrong fight! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off! Swallow dance!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
See what happened there as you crossed it. Shouldn't have done that. I can do this all day.
Not on my watch! By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Heal my weary companion. What I can do.
First aid!
And more than I'll burn out. Dragon form! They smite with a new melody. Here I come!
First aid!
Okay, here I go.
Back into the
Void
fray!
no further! This one's all mine!
By the power of
You picked the wrong fight!
Storm!
The everlasting! Negative gate! Rending you
won't bring you down.
Oh! Now I'm real mad! Bloody hell! I'm flaking
I'll
all
stop
down.
its tongue.
Thanks, Kisara.
Rising one!
Lunar corruption!
Lunar blast! This should do it!
I'll bring you back
Rising
from
Wyvern!
death to big.
Lunar Rondo!
Ice expert coming through! By the
No rest
power
for
of
water.
I'll bring you back from death to
Rising
big.
Wyvern! Instantaneous! Hit
I'm going to
Lunar
unleash
Rondo!
all the power of
Slice!
Here's a healing
First
action.
strike! Lunar Rondo! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Shine! Radiant light!
Rising
Can't get out of
Wyvern!
this!
Talon Hurricane!
Try this on for size!
Watch
yourself!
Incredible power! Burn in hell! Slice!
Rending you nothing gets by me! Bloody hell! Just getting started!
Denied!
Heal my weary companion! Now you see what I can do! Take this!
Lunar Rondo!
Don't suffer in silence! Another incantation ruined! Can't get out of this!
Forgive me.
This is my fault.
Try harder!
Radiant
Thank you for the healing, Doberman.
Our comrades need our abilities to survive.
No one's dying on our watch.
I'll finish you right now!
Burn!
First aid!
The fluidity of your movement.
Back to
Watch
play!
this! I'm ready! Go swim well!
Demons descend!
Flashing bang!
Here, let me help.
Thanks, Trio.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Hold on to your art. Here I come.
Dragon Swarm! Vacuum Blade! Rising Wyvern!
In a bind?
Slice! Point blast!
Thrilling performance.
I'll smash you! Breath
Slice!
of life!
Point
Feel my
blast!
weary
I'm on.
companion!
Kill with all
Now
might!
I'm in the groove!
Rising Wyvern!
By the
You
power
picked the
of
wrong
water.
fight!
Amazing.
Rising
Here,
Dragon!
let me help. First
Double
aid!
Demon Fang!
Wild dreams!
If you see what happened there as you crossed... Shouldn't have done that. I'll thank you!
Slice!
Eat dirt!
Can't get out of this!
Lunar Rondo!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Super swallow dance! Talon hurricane!
Point blast!
Eagle dive!
I never miss!
Talon storm!
Rising Fang!
Execution!
Point ignite!
I'm ready! Smoke! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! So that didn't go as planned.
We must... Consider well if this is the right path.
No choice! Rising Wyvern!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Dragon Swarm!
Here, let me help.
Won't save
I'm
you!
not so good with airborne targets.
Dragon Swarm!
Pesky airborne scout.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Shine!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Here I go!
Denied!
Take this!
Here's the
Lunar
evil!
Rondo! Eat dirt!
Freeze Lancer!
I'm ready!
Rising Wyvern!
Do it!
Point! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I've been doing really great lately.
Coming through!
Rising Weapon!
Let's tear him up!
Spear! Rising Weapon!
I'll shoot them out
Can't
of
get
the
out of
eye.
this!
Flash!
Hit him where it
Damn.
hurts most!
Rising Weapon!
Burning strike!
Strike! Voice
Thrilling
Eater!
performance.
Powered hurricane!
Lunar Rondo!
Sky is
Down on
mine!
the ground!
Rising Falcon!
You're mine! Take this! Now I'm in the groove!
It's wide open! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
In a bind?
First aid! Hurricane!
Rising
That
Weapon!
freaking does it!
Voice Blast!
Super Swarm!
Lunar Rondo!
Where are you going?
Rising Falcon! Strike!
Now down the groove!
Lunar Rondo!
That's it! Inferno Punch!
Rising Falcon!
Now I'm in the groove!
Not in your dreams!
These fists have got your name on them!
The flaming fight secure! He let free! Vacuum Blade!
Lunar corruption!
Double Demon
Second
Power!
spray.
Awaken and reach! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Rising Wyvern!
Here's a healing arc!
Rising Wyvern!
Powered hurricane!
Lunar Rondo!
Jacob Strike! Are you standing form? Powered storm!
Rising Falcon!
Powered hurricane!
Take this!
There!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again.
Coming through!
They got me flanked!
Strike!
I'm on a roll now!
Dragon Swarm! There! Dragon Swarm! There!
I can carve through armor!
Vacuum Blade!
Flying free! Get me to sit still!
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
This one's all mine! Not today!
Here's your third line!
Blade!
I
know you
Do
are.
it! I can't heal you forever! That'll bring you down!
Do it! Grimwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Graviton
Shine!
Field!
Radiant light!
Powered hurricane!
Generation!
Strike!
No further!
Thank you! By the power of war!
Rising Wyvern! Vacuum Blades! Dragon Swarm!
Radiant Spear! Dragon
I'm ready!
Double Demon!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one!
Already up!
Rising Wyvern! Void Blast! through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno! Don't leave! Hey! Blow them away!
Step back. This one's all law. Be a breeze. Get in, get out. I can carve through all.
Rising Wyvern! Strike! Force Flash!
On a roll now.
Looking good. Dragon Force!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Okay, here I go.
Everlasting
Strike! Force Flash! Burn in hell!
You see what happened there as you crossed business on that soil. Awakening an order is all mine.
Vacuum Blade!
Gemini Aqua!
Double Demon Fang!
Better if you don't get out.
There!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
No further!
I'll finish you here and
Force
now!
Flash! Strike! Inferno Punch!
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Isara! Here's evil!
Rising Wyvern! Rena Fire is yours to be let free!
Crumble!
Rising Falcon!
Oh, now we're
No further!
I'm going to use all the power of
Rising Wyvern!
with this.
too much. Won't save you!
Double Demon Fang!
Force Flash!
This one's mine!
Try it!
Searing flame! Reload!
It's time! Rising Wyvern!
Lunar blast!
Strike! Force Flash!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Fighting in this state isn't advisable.
Courteous, aren't you?
Rising Wyvern!
In a bind?
Rising Falcon!
I'm on a
And
roll
Dragon
now!
Force!
Hitting pile driver! I'm surrounded! Begin! Heal the lightning claw!
Do it!
Hey! Blow them away! How's that?
Lunar
Acceptable.
corruption! Complicated! By the power
Force
of
Flash!
water! Radiant
Strike!
pierce!
Now you see what I can do!
Rising Falcon! Dragon Force!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Outstanding form!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Done! I'll leave it to you!
Now Big blast! Strike! Shattering the pieces!
No further! Vacuum Blade! There!
Captivity!
Now! All it's freely!
Take it down!
Eternal Domination! Point Flash!
I never miss!
Strike!
Through all this
Rising
pain.
Falcon!
Here I go!
Catapult! Rising Rising Wyvern! Void Blast! Eat dirt! Radiant Light! Force of Regeneration! Rising Falcon! Regenerate!
He who
Double Demon Fang!
Now you see what I can do!
There!
Talon Hurricane!
Rising Wyvern!
Reload!
Here, let me help! Eagle Ray!
I have no limits!
Now we're not...
By the power of water!
Force Blast!
Radiant Light! Come on! Regeneration! Regenerate! Do it! Goodwill! Demons descend! Flashing Fang! I'm even stronger than before.
An opponent like this should be easy. Force Blast! The flame
Take
resource
this!
to be let free!
Talon Hurricane!
There!
I'm going to
Dragon Swarm!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shell! All fitted to healing!
You picked the wrong fight!
So on for being interrupted. I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough of it.
Yes, ma'am.
Glimmer Blazer Spear! Here's Evil! That'll bring you down!
Oh, thank you.
Rising Light!
Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Thank you. No further. Inferno punch!
Dragon Swarm!
First strike!
Rising Wyvern!
Take this!
Void Blast! It's on!
Down on the fluidity of the music. Simply incredible.
Soaring Blast! Double Demon! Try harder! Not a chance! Time to let it rip!
charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop you.
There!
Swallow dance! All fitted you here now! Yeah, appreciate the concern.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Shine! Radiant light!
Rising Wyvern!
Regenerate!
Another incantation ruined.
For now!
The enemy heals us too.
We'll soon see about that!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Rising Wyvern!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart. The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Linwell!
there was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants. How it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted. Like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevericht 35 told us. The Danon and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's great spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Come on! Strike! Void blast! No further! Strike!
Go!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'm on! Here's a healing arc! Where are you going? Do it!
Blow them away!
Here's a healing arc!
Rising Wyvern! Go away! Void blast! The flame inside
save you!
Admirable
Mom,
ray of
get toasty!
Burn strike!
Rising Wyvern!
Swallow dance!
You picked the wrong fight!
Bloody howling!
Broken!
Here's a do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I've used a bit too much healing.
Take this!
Far enough! Thunder ray! Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt!
Exploit the enemy's weakness!
To be let free!
Another incantation ruined! Can't get out of this! I'm just getting
Double Demon Fang! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
You! Here!
Rotating
Ready!
All getting you here and now! Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Back you blade! Storm! Take this!
Outstanding form!
Inferno! Rising Wyvern!
Shine! Radiant light! Now I'm real mad! No further!
Lunar Roto!
Gemini
Rising
Aqua!
Falcon! Burn!
That's really not one!
There!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
There! First strike!
Talon Hurricane!
Denied!
Unity of domain!
Strike!
Can't get out of this!
Into the shadows!
Rising I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Clearly the worst point against it.
Now I'm real mad!
Negative Dragon Form!
I'm jumping in the water!
Heal my weary companion!
And more incantation ruin.
Burn!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Now I'm in the
Breath
groove!
of life.
Heal my weary companion!
Cure. Can't get out of this.
Dragon Form!
Nice while it lasted.
Mega Sonic Thrust!
Leave the charges to me!
Dragon Form!
That'll bring you down!
Getting busted! You shouldn't have messed with me!
Crush! Dragon Form!
Let's tear him
Rising
up!
Wyvern!
By the power of
Armor won't save you!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Glacial Spear! Here's
Rising
Eagle!
Wyvern! Flame and Sight with yours to be let free!
Fury! Burn it!
This should do it!
Hear my call!
Try harder! My turn! Rising Wyvern!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
The fluidity of your movement.
You can place here!
Reload! There you are!
Can't get out of this.
Dragon Swarm!
I'm ready! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
I felt better, that's for sure.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Let me free you of your power.
Rising Wyvern!
Crush you!
I'm going to
Your incantation ruin.
healing arts to a
Now I'm in the groove!
Aim for the weak spot!
No one shall break this night.
I'll finish you here and now!
Let the marksman handle
Strike! Point up!
Where are you going?
Awaken and
Now you're
Strike! Point back! Burn in hell!
Attack us!
Hear my call!
Rising Blade!
Armor won't save you!
Double Demon Fang!
Eat this!
Rising Wyvern! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Dragon Swarm!
Inferno Punch! Eagle Assault!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
being interrupted.
Rising Wyvern! Nice! Point Blast! I owe you one! Point Blast!
In a bind?
Point Blast!
Let me show you what my art
Renovation
Here, let me help.
Rising Viper!
Something's wrong with me.
You just say the word and I'm there.
I can't believe it's come to this.
Rising Viper! Ignite!
Thank you for the healing, Beverly.
All might need our abilities to survive.
Right. No one is dying on our watch.
In a bind?
Outstanding form.
Wide open!
It won't escape me.
Do it! Jolene! Blow them away!
How's that?
Double demon
Acceptable.
Lunar corruption.
Rising Viper! Radiant Point Blast!
The fluidity of your movement is
Carve
simply
through water!
impenetrable.
Burn! Go away! Point Blast! Rising Viper! Target floor! Double demon
I'm going to need to use it's weakened.
Rising Viper! This ends now!
Can you take it?
Far enough.
There!
Resurrection.
Rising Viper!
Reflect on my
Inferno Punch!
They smite with black. Now I'm real mad.
Searing flame. Reload.
Rising Viper!
Rending you up the
Flame inside! Yours! Right!
Talon hurricane.
I'll smash you!
Blaze lancer.
Away! Catapult! Back in!
Arc steel.
Down on the
I'm out
ground.
of
Take
ammo.
this.
Watch them.
Double Demon Fang!
Lunar corruption. I'm ready.
I'll face you.
Point Blast!
That'll bring you down.
Amazing.
Try harder! Not a chance! This one I can do without this pain! Any more of this and I'll burn out!
I'm ready.
Jolene!
Take.
Blow them away!
Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.